How do we know Salvador has felt pain? Is it physical or emotional pain?
I'm going to say it's more of an emotional pain because throughout the story it talks about it's deep inside and it's something that, and it's not talking about his scars or bruises, it's more talking about his feelings and what's happened to him.
I agree with Trey because in the story he does make a lot of good points. And he does cite well from the story that it was emotional pain and not more so physical pain.
I respectfully disagree. I think it's both because it does say a lot about emotional pain, but with the emotional pain, it could come with depression, and you could it said how much he weighed in the first part of it. That could be coming from depression or how he feels. Depression from how he feels. So it could be physical. It could be physical and emotional.
I would like to respectfully disagree with y'all. Because it says in the morning they eat milk and cornflakes. So the pain may be physical from starvation and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think it's both because it says cage of the chest where something thrives with both fist and knows only what Salvador knows. So I think maybe it's something that he's going through this or something that he went through.
What in the text will make the reader likely to feel pity for Salvador?
That you can kind of feel pity for him because it talks about how he helps his mother a lot. But in the same time, it also seems like there's an absence of a father figure in this story. So he may be missing a father figure of some sort, or maybe does not have one, to where he has to help his mother do mostly everything.
I feel pity for Salvador because even though he has to do all these things around his household and take care of his siblings and all that, he's still staying strong. He's not complaining. He knows that he doesn't have much, but it doesn't. I'm not saying it doesn't affect him, but he doesn't complain or feel sorry for himself. He just works hard.
I'm gonna put some. You were gonna say that?
I told you couldn't be answered. I'm reading.
Okay, well, I'm gonna put in something about. I feel pity for him, mainly for the fact that he does so much, and like Xavier said, that he is missing the father figure. Maybe he's not, and it just doesn't say it in here, but it does sound like it, that he's taking care of his 5 brothers. Yeah, of his other 5 younger brothers. That's a lot and if he's only 50 pounds, you gotta think he's probably only 9. He's probably not even that old, and he's doing all this. That's a lot of stress on one person.
What questions would you still like to ask the author about Salvador?
I'll put one in. Why is he the older person, the bigger person? Where did the father go? Why is he the person standing up with his mother doing all this? Can't they are they really poor to the point where they can't afford good cereal? Why is this the way they live?
I got a question.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Put your opinion.
All right. I would like to ask the author what his story based off of him, because I don't see nobody just coming up with a story like this. So sad.
Oh, that's cold.
I would like to ask the author if it's based off of someone she knows or that she knew. Because it's so sad, and it sounds like it happened to someone for real.
I would like to ask.
Let's go.
I would like to ask if he died at the end of the story, because it didn't really explain it. It just said he flittered off into the horizon or something.
Ooh,
Yeah. And so I don't really know what happens to Salvador. I don't know if he's dead, if he wasn't there.
I'm gonna put something in about that you was just talking about envy, that he just flooded away into the nothingness. Well, you gotta think, the life he was living really wasn't much. It was he was doing all this for his brothers, for his mother. He wasn't. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I lost my train of thought. He was doing all this for his brothers, and that the fact that nobody knew his name, his teachers didn't know his name. He had no friends. You got to think when he left, he left into a bright horizon. That's something beautiful. He left from nothing to something so beautiful. Maybe he was never there. Maybe he was an angel or something. He was there for the other people and not for him.
Okay,
The question is how. What?
So, it's so much color in the story, but his life is like so depressing. So why so much color if it's so depressing?
Okay, I got you. Okay, so I want to ask Arthur if maybe the reason he went away was because he was like feeling abandoned. Not abandoned, but like since nobody paid attention to him, maybe the reason he went away was to maybe find people that would pay attention to him or something. So
Or maybe it's like his being is just more of a feeling. Like, y'all see how they say Salvador lived early? Like, he was kind of quiet, and a lot of other people probably in here or in any class really gonna feel quiet, depressed, and like they're not there. Y'all get it?
Yeah.
Okay, so like maybe it's just a feeling, like a being, like being depressed. It's just what this story talking about. It might not really be a person. It just might be a feeling.
And I also want to know, like, what if Salvador, it was talking about how he grew up and his life was better when he grew up. Like, that's what it meant, like, he got frightened into the ground. So, keep